Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Sorry if I sound a little bit weird, I just had a nosebleed and I just took a tissue out of my nose. Because I had a nosebleed, which this is my second attempt trying to record this. But today I thought I'd show off my account, because it's up, I think, just over 4 years old at this point. Which is kind of old for an account. I've been playing this game basically daily for like 4 years, which is absurd now I think about it. But I thought I'd show it off. You know, what I've achieved in these 4 years, you know, what are limitations and stuff like that. But mainly, when you're playing in a game like, especially a game like this, and there's a lot of progression ways, especially to like your box and you leveling up characters, normally the biggest restriction is not having access to those characters at all times. For example, collaboration characters, they're rarely accessible, you know, when they come back maybe once every year and a half, once every 2 years sort of thing. And because of that, they become rare. A rare character who hasn't been out for nearly 3 years is Kyo. Kyo came out at the end of 2020, released in a rerun at the end of 2021, and has not released since, which will be making it this year 3 years old, since we last had a KOF collaboration. And to be 100% honest with you, the characters still aren't too bad. Kyo is a little bit on the worse for wear side, but Terry is still quite a good character, especially in Chaos mode, where he can excel very well, especially if you're not versing like Ed Escanor, who's got, of course, got stat immunity. This account's old, man. I've had this account for ages. You can actually see the old levels of some of my characters. Most of the characters that are in like the SSR tickets are 6/6, because of course you get SSR tickets so frequently. So most of them are 6/6. Of course, you like the newer one like that late. She's not going to be 6/6. She hasn't been in the SSR ticket for too long. Of course, most of my festivals are 1/6, because that's just how it works. 2/6 Demon King, which I pulled on his banner, not pulled him since. Scroll down. Of course, you've got like the older festival there, who's already leveled up. I'm not maxed out all level. As you see, more 6/6. The further we go down, the more 6/6s we see, and then eventually it'll go back to 1/6s, because then we reach the seasonals, which is like down here. And then, of course, now we're at the bottom of my box, which I've recently gotten all my characters to level 80, which is a lot of resources. I'm now in the process of getting all my characters to level 90, which once again is an even longer process. Mainly Belmouth cores. Oh my god, does it drain Belmouth cores. So I'm constantly just, you know, saying to my friends, hey, Belmouth. So I need Belmouth cores. And now let's have a look at the characters I don't own. So we're going to do view all. And you can see all the characters in the game. These are the ones I'm missing. Some of them are exclusive or like top 100 or collaboration. So you've got collaboration up here. You've got collaboration, top 100, top 100, top 100. They're the only ones I'm missing, and then you have like the rare seasonals. So this Halloween Slayer is a rare seasonal. Valentine Derriere is actually quite rare to see now. Jenna, once again, quite rare to see. And then you got those ones which are the only reason they're hard to get is because they're not on any banners anymore. And I'm surprised that like we didn't get Valentine Derriere or Jenna for free this year, because you know they're old characters now. Derriere came out in 21, I want to say. Same with Zenari and Jenna, who both released, I think, on the same banner. And Slater's been out, I think, since Pug Bond's release. After that, whether that must have been end of 21. Mostly seasonal, I don't have. Of course, then you've got like Red Hawk and Oslo, Green Hawk and Oslo that I'm just not allowed to pull, because that's what the game says. Of course, we've got the newest Shin. Of course, New Skadi as well, but New Skadi is in the Giants, Unknowns, Humans banner, I think it is. I don't know what the banner is. I think it's like that. In my box, it's got tons of stuff. When it comes to box EC, 14 mil, I'm not actually pushing box EC anymore. It's gotten to a point where it's the only way for me to really push box EC is to obtain new characters, and that's the problem when you reach near the ceiling, which is where I'm at. Well, the only way I can really gain box EC is through, you know, technically I can make more rare gear. I've got tons of characters I can make more rare gear for. But it's mainly the main way I'm getting box EC is unlocking new characters, and the main way to unlock new characters is brand new collaborations, where you've got 4 characters, or of course reruns that I don't have all the characters for, which can be, you know, 5 or 6 characters, depending on if they gave any free during the first run. But constellation-wise, 10% of the way through Escanor's constellation, which is the 6th constellation. Completing the 5th one is insane. Like the boost from completing constellations, absurd, completely broken. And yeah, when it comes to gear-wise, I have tons of engraved gear sets. Like, tons and tons and tons. Most characters have, like, a good set. If they've got a very obscure set, I normally just keep it on them, because it is kind of handy to have. You know, technically I could get rid of Echidna's HP defense because she's not really used anymore, and there's many other unknowns that does the exact same thing that she does. Most of them don't have infects. I'm not actually sure how many unknowns actually have infects. Of course, you got Demon Lord Rimuru, but I feel like Echidna can definitely be replaced with someone else. Tomio's standard, the Margaret and Summer Margaret. Sigurd, I can get rid of Sigurd set. I don't even use Sigurd. Let's go through this. You got, of course, Kings. For the Sins and for the Archangels, it's always actually good to have 2 sets full just in case. Thor's HP defense is on Ludo, just because Ludo has quite good CC, so just giving it to him to hold. Mono has Aaron's gear, who I'll probably be getting rid of, because it's actually quite good gear. And Aaron is not used for anything that requires gear. He's used for, like, maybe ungeared, Chaos mode, maybe. Estarossa attack crit, I can probably get rid of that. He doesn't really need attack crit anymore, he's more of a support character. Shuna can keep her gear set, sometimes she's useful for the odd Knighthood boss. Rimuru, he's just a good character overall. Milim, she's good for the odd PvE activity. This is Rem's gear, I can probably get rid of Rem's gear as well. Because, Rem isn't really used anymore. She was good for a time, but she's not good anymore. Of course, you've got Gelda, who's got her own custom set, because of course she doesn't really need... She's full HP based, that means she doesn't actually need attack rolls. She changes crit chance or crit damage or whatever. I've got crit damage with crit chance rolls to sort of try and increase... okay, I have half crit chance, half crit damage. Maybe I should do a double crit chance instead. Red Toner, that's for dogs. This is my dogs one where I run half resistance, and then the other one is defense. It's just so she didn't get crit, basically, because she it has quite bad crit resistance. Here, this is my Diane set. Oh, this is my Diane set I made for what's it called? Nidhogg back in the day. There was this is when Nidhogg was decently new. It's in the first few months. There was a way to beat it, but you had to use Queen Diane with a specific gear set to be able to do it, and that was the specific gear set. I'll probably get rid of that as well. Change it to attack crit and unengrave it. And of course, then we've got my other random gear sets, just random ones I've made that just sit on characters. But yeah, I've got tons of rare gear I can make, and of course, then we go through here, and you got all the rare gear and all that kind of stuff here. I'm definitely going to go through and make sure everyone has upgraded rare gear. Keep scrolling, and eventually we get to the non-upgraded rare gear that I've got just sitting in my box ready for me to upgrade whenever I feel like it. But overall, my account doesn't really have stupid amounts of stuff on it. When it goes to achievements, if we were to go to achievements, you can see that I've done a lot. Recently, they did actually add the beat floor 3 of Rat, which is kind of nice. Maybe they should have brought that out when Rat came out, like he did on JP. But apparently, it's taken them, I don't know, 4 or 5 months just to add this in global. Kind of weird, but okay, I guess. And I've sort of reached the ceiling for this as well. I've only got 45 achievements I can get, which isn't that many. Most of them are PvP related, play matches, which is what I've been trying to farm recently in Geared. And then, of course, you've got win matches, lose matches, all that kind of stuff. Purchase stuff from the Platcoin shop, purchase stuff with diamonds, acquire pieces of gear, do this one, do this, do this. I've already done all of these. And I feel like my main ones I'm going to have left are the ones from here. So I've already completed, all the enhancement ones, all the other evolution ones. I just need to complete this one, and that's done. Then I've done all the Fort Soldiers ones. This one's a pain. 191 times I need to use a support character, which I need to do manually. That's going to be a pain. PvP. Yeah, PvP. Once again, you got normal. So you got ungeared, which I need to win more matches and lose more matches. I'm pretty sure they both cap out at 3k. Because I know games cap out at 3k, so I'm pretty sure it's wins and losses at 3k as well. Which what I want to do first is just farm the games played, because you need 3,000 games played in Elite PvP, which is what I'm currently farming, so I can max out, and then I'll start farming ungeared to sort of push for completing that as well, to sort of get as many achievement points as humanly possible, because I'm pretty sure I can't reach that amount without maxing out all of these. I'm pretty sure I'd have to max out all of these PvP ones just to be at 13.6k. Apart from that, I don't think there's any other way for me to get there. These ones says 25, right? But acquiring another 3,000 pieces of gear is absurd. Like, it's a lot of gear to try and get. But that's not too bad. Achievements-wise, yep, that's it. Of course, you got the new chapter stuff, doesn't mean anything. Titles, I'm missing quite a few, but most of them are like locked behind top 100 in Elite PvP, getting #1 in like I think it's I'm not allowed to say Labyrinth, the final boss and stuff like that. And it's like ones that, as a free-to-play, not free-to-play, I can't even call myself free-to-play, as a low-spending player, it is hard to achieve that, and I would say it's actually impossible to achieve that. Not only because most people up there are like, everyone's 6-6, but there's also a lot of boosting and cheating that happens in the top, which is quite obvious when you look at the scores sometimes, but they don't get banned for it because they're spending a lot of money. When it comes to content, I've done basically everything. Like, oh no. When it comes to relics, I own every relic that I can currently own. Apart from, I think, Camilla's is the only one I need to get. I can't get Jenna's because I don't have Jenna. But apart from that, I have every other one in the game, which is okay. Like, this new bird thing, completely useless. I've not upgraded a single relic, and I will not upgrade a single relic for at least a little while because personally, it's not worth it. It's too much of a pain to do that game mode, and the amount of RNG really necessary. I think it's kind of stupid the way they made it. Thor is basically Thor or Amplify skills is the only way to get rid of the immortality on the 3rd phase. But then for the 4th phase, you basically want Thor skills because she's really the only person who can deal with stupid amounts of damage. Megelderzult can do quite a bit of damage because it's got one buff that's an absurdly high defense buff. It's like, I want to say it's probably like a 200% defense related stat buff because Thor can't crit it. But that's really it. My box isn't like stupidly special. I have a lot of level 100 SA6 characters, like I think maybe over 100, maybe I think I've got over 100. And now the goal really is to, I guess, maybe SA2 everyone who's not already SA2, and then get everyone level 90. Maybe start working on maybe the Chaos Mode PvP characters more, because that's not why I haven't really focused on them. I've wanted to for a while, I just haven't. And that's what I think I'm going to do now, is probably just focus on those characters. So like, this Lizhawk's quite good in the back. You've got, I've got a name, Xena, the Maid Lady. She's quite good on Chaos Mode. This new Camilla with Relic may be good on Chaos Mode, but once again, I don't have Camilla's Relic at the moment. You've got Blue Danafor. I think she works in wherever she is. She's level 80 something. There you go. I'm pretty sure she works in PvP as well. Yeah, she does. Which might be also quite handy, once again, in Chaos Mode if you're using high CC, newer characters. Most newer characters have absurdly high crit defense. You need at least 100%. Let's just go on Sab, who has 129%. I think it's actually the highest in the game. That's an absurdly high amount. Thor's going to have more than 100%. Most of the newest Festivals have over 100% crit defense, which means they're just automatically getting the 20% basic stat boost. Yeah, it only really works if they're in the front, and yes, she's a goddess, so it's sort of like, does Mael have 100%? He does, okay. Technically you could run Mael, give Mael the 20% basic stat boost, but, I haven't really got much plans with this account now. It's mainly just like the slow grind of upgrading all these characters. Because like, I could technically just go here and be like, I have enough, right? I've got more than enough materials to upgrade her to 100, right? I'll upgrade it to 90 now, because I can, right? But it's more like, I need to save for the collab, I need to save for the next LR, I need to save for all these upcoming characters, because for someone who doesn't spend a certain amount on the game, who doesn't really buy diamonds or buy these bundles that give you Super Awakening coins, you really just have to make sure that you're prepared for what's coming up next. Well, I have to make sure that I'm more than prepared for what's coming up next, so means I can make content on it. Because I'm not part of the Netmarble partnership program. I don't get the 500 diamonds they get a month, which basically means they can summon on every character enough to basically play the game. But that's just unfortunately how it is, and I don't think they're ever going to do that partnership program thing again, because last time they did it was 5-6 months ago nearly. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to bring that back. But yeah, my account really isn't nothing special. 14 mil box EC in 4 years. Maybe you guys have been playing for more than 4 years on your high, or maybe you've been playing for less than 4 years on your high, or maybe you've been playing, for more than 4 years on your lower. Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next one. Goodbye.